Creek City Council regular council meeting for June 2nd, 2026. Roll call, please.
Mayor Lou Dillon.
Here.
Councilor Robert Cheney.
Here.
Councilor Jamie McElhenney. Here. Councilor Kathy Ragg. Here. Councilor Diana Larson. Here. Councilor Rick Held.
I'm here.
And for the record, Councilor Held is joining us via conference call.
Stand up, Rick.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, public presentations, none. Citizens heard on agenda items, non-agenda items, none. Consent agenda, 5.1 approval of minutes for regular city council meeting for May 19th, 2026.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting for May 19th, 2026.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, public hearing, shares of revenue. I'll read this. I will now open the public hearing for the state revenue sharing funds at this time. Time is 5:31. This is a time set aside for public hearing on the proposed uses of the revenue sharing fund received annually from the state of Oregon. The procedure for the hearing will be as follows. We will first hear from the city recorder. We will then hear from those who wish to comment or question the council, budget committee, or staff. I ask that only one person speak at a time, and only after stating your name and address for the record, everyone will be given a chance to speak. Will the city recorder please report?
I will. I'm not on the right screen to share. That's my report. All right, thank you, Mayor. The Operations Division of the Oregon Department of Administrative Services is responsible for the certification of eligibility of cities for state shared revenue under ORS 221.760. This includes revenue from cigarettes, liquor, marijuana, and highway taxes. The law provides that cities within a county having more than 100,000 inhabitants must provide 4 or more municipal services to be eligible to receive the revenues. Those services include police protection, fire protection, street construction, maintenance, lighting, sanitary sewers, storm sewers, planning, zoning, and subdivision control, and 1 or more utility service. The city of Myrtle Creek provides all these services. The council will be passing a resolution tonight showing our intent to receive these monies. The fiscal year 26-27 budget reflects the city's ability to receive these funds. This public hearing provides an opportunity for the public to comment on use of those state revenue sharing funds.
All right, we will now hear from anyone who wishes to comment or ask questions on the uses of the revenue sharing funds.
You know what, if I'm the only one, I as well, not just the questions. Do I need to sit up at the, or can I just speak here, or?
Do you actually have something? Yeah, you want to?
Yeah, sure. Mainly for just journalistic questions. Should I sit here for that?
Yes.
Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
State your name and address for the record.
My name is Andrew. I live in Roseburg, Oregon. I'm just here reporting with NR today tonight. And I just had a question just because I didn't see it listed out in the agenda, but maybe if you could provide more of a brief overview on some of those state revenue share funds that will be addressed in the resolution tonight.
Yeah, President.
Like the amounts that we're receiving, or?
Yes, please. And any uses that have been outlined so far, anything on that would just be helpful for me to have an idea of going into the next fiscal year.
Provide him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's in our, as I was finding, I can provide you, it's basically in the general fund of what the taxes we plan to receive, the franchise fees, the license fees and permits, and then the state shared revenue of what we'll be receiving. I can provide that with you, for you.
Sure, oh, like,
Yeah,
afterwards?
yeah,
Oh,
I can give you a printout of it, and that'll be easier.
that's all it then.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, any questions from council? Is there anyone that would like to add anything before I close this public hearing? This public hearing is not closed for the state revenue sharing funds. It is 5:35. I will now open the public hearing for the 2026-2027 fiscal year budget at this time. Time is 5:35. Will the city administrator please report?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm going to turn this over to the financial officer.
So I'll read the, budget officer's message, that Zach made. Dear Mayor and Council, welcome to the Budget Committee for the 26-27 fiscal year. Enclosed in your books that you've already received is the 26-27 proposed budget for your review and consideration. This budget has been, restructured to address several operational needs, capital improvements, and infrastructure upgrades across multiple city departments. These adjustments are necessary to maintain reliable public service, address regulatory requirements, and support long-term maintenance of city assets. As required by the Oregon budget law, this proposed budget balances resources with expenditures. Approximately 32% of the city's general fund operating revenue is derived from property taxes. The city of Myrtle Creek derives the remainder of its operating revenue from a combination of sources, which include state shared revenues, franchise fees, investment income, license fees, and permits. The city's ability to increase revenue from any one of these sources is limited by legal requirements and basic fairness. The proposed budget includes the following items. The golf course operations, which is establishing a new operating budget for the municipal golf course to support ongoing maintenance, staffing, equipment needs, and operational expenses necessary to maintain the facility for public use. Loan payoff. We've allocated funds to pay off one of the city's outstanding loans. Retiring this debt will reduce long-term financial obligations and free up future revenue for essential services. Police department needs. Replacement of one police patrol vehicle that has reached the end of its service life. Installation of secure fence around the police department parking area to improve security for city vehicles and equipment. Wastewater treatment plant provides funding for required upgrades and ongoing maintenance at the sewer treatment plant to ensure reliable operations and regulatory compliance. Water system improvements. EPA membrane upgrade at the water treatment plant. Backwash system upgrade to improve operational efficiency and reliability. Restoration and reactivation of the Springbrook water plant to strengthen system capacity and redundancy. Street improvements. Funding for paving improvements on Springbrook Road to maintain safe road conditions and extend the life of the city's transportation infrastructure. Parks Department, matching funds for a park planning grant to support future recreational improvements and long-term park system planning. Public Works Department, additional funding for general maintenance, infrastructure repair, and system upgrades necessary to sustain reliable city services. Building Department and facilities, remodel of the police department office space to improve functionality and service delivery, maintenance and repairs to park restrooms and other facilities. The preparation of this budget document requires the conditioned, coordinated effort and cooperation of all city department heads and staff. I would like to extend my appreciation to each department for their dedication in preparing this comprehensive document. I would also like to recognize the contribution for our city council and budget committee members in this process. Special acknowledgement goes to our finance officer, me, for her work in compiling and preparing this year's budget. Approval of this budget will allow the city to move forward with its priorities while continuing to provide safe, reliable, and efficient services to the community. Thank you for your consideration of this request. Sincerely, Zach Potter.
We will now hear from anyone who wishes to comment or has questions.
Not really for that, but just to make sure I got that right. So she was reading something that was written by Zach, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good, just so I don't do it.
She wasn't giving herself a kudos.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's right. Are there any questions from council?
Did you look into doing a large principal only payment on that loan prior to actually paying it off?
I have not yet. It is in my, agenda to do that. I have written on a sticky at my desk.
Good.
Because none of it would be able to be paid until after July first. So
Right.
yes,
So
yes,
soon,
yes.
yeah, you just do a large principal only and that payoff amount will be substantially less for interest.
Right.
Any questions? Is there anyone that would like to add anything before I close the public hearing? The public hearing is now closed for the 2026-2027 fiscal year budget. The time is 5:40.
Do we need motions?
I'll make a motion that we, approve the resolution.
We're closing the public hearing.
He already closed it. I have to do the resolution.
All of them?
We close public.
Yeah.
It's gonna go through each,
Hmm?
it's gonna go through each of the resolutions.
That's what I was doing.
You gonna read each one? I'm not gonna read, I mean, I'll just read the synopsis. Do I have to read each one? Okay.
You read it by title.
Yeah. All right, resolutions, resolution 26-05, resolution to the Oregon Department of Administrative Services certifying the city's qualification to receive state revenue sharing funds. Should I read it? How much should I read of this?
Can we do them all at once, or would they need to be separate?
They
We're
have
gonna
to
do
be
each one
separate.
separate.
So we need to make a motion to approve resolution 26-05 to the Oregon Department of Administrative Services, the city qualification to receive state revenue sharing funds.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Resolution 26-06, a resolution declaring the city's election to receive state revenues.
I make a motion to approve resolution 26-06.
I'll second. Are you gonna read it?
I don't have to know.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Resolution 26-07, resolution imposing ad valorem taxes and categorizing the tax levy as provided in ORS 310-0602.
I make a motion to approve resolution 26-07.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Resolution 26-08, a resolution adopting the budget.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution.
You're off a second.
A resolution adopting the budget for 2026-27.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed, nay.
You know the last one.
Motion carries. Resolution number 26-09, a resolution making appropriations.
I'll make a motion that we adopt.
Rick, do you want to mute your phone?
Is that?
How do I mute it? If I mute it, am I gonna lose you guys?
No, if you mute it, we can't hear you, and then you can just unmute it, when you make your vote.
Okay, I'm just not seeing anywhere on my keypad where I can use it, but I'll try.
Make a motion that we adopt, resolution 26-09, a resolution making.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Thank you.
I'll second. Somebody needs to unmute.
We did.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, nay? Motion carried. All right, good. City administrator.
Oh, you guys' positions are up, you can start filing tomorrow, the 3rd. To rerun for your positions.
That's mine.
I believe you're up,
Uh-huh.
I believe yours is up and Jamie's up.
Yeah, Diana, Jamie, and, Lou.
So that's in the November election?
Yes.
So they've started something new where it used to be a closing date for everyone, and now incumbents have to have all of their paperwork turned in a week prior to people who are filing for first time. So the August 18th, I believe, is the closing date for the incumbents. My suggestion to everyone, even new filers, is to not wait because we do have to have all the signatures verified and you need 25 of those. So get it done sooner than later and then you can just sit back and wait for November.
Are we able to get the paperwork tonight or is it back tomorrow?
Tomorrow, it doesn't open till tomorrow. It is on the computer or on the computer, it is on our website. It's always there, the filing paperwork and instructions on how to do stuff. But I don't start handing anything out until the 3rd.
Thank you, Dan.
You got Small Cities Lunch, the 11th, that's next Thursday at 11. And that's- For those of you that are gonna go.
Where they have it for lunch.
What's the date again?
Next Thursday, the 11th, at 11.
Thursday's not the 11th, Thursday's the 13th. What is it? Is it the 11th?
Sunday's the 8th.
Thursday's the 11th.
Then they gave me the wrong appointment.
Thursday, June 11th.
Well, I supposedly have a Monday doctor's appointment, and I guess it's the wrong date on it.
It's where? The 11th at 11, Winston.
Winston Community Center.
I think we all signed up for that, didn't we?
Currently, I have you, Diana, Luke, and the 2 of us signed up for it. If anybody else would like to go, let me know and I will register you.
I will check with them out tomorrow.
Main Street movie in the parks is starting Thursday, the 11th.
Sure about that date, Zach?
Monday, the company that we got the grant for the lighting upgrade, they started doing, I think the library's done. They have got half of the stuff out of the golf course done, and then I think they're coming here. And then they got a couple to do down at the water plant, so that should be done by the end of the week, if not really next week, but they're pushing nice. So everything is going to go to LED.
Wonderful. Yeah, they were moving right along.
Yeah, they had quite a
Oh,
long
machine.
The golf course is doing great. I finally got through to the county and I got a contractor who's to get a permit or get a license from them or the permit so he can do the work. And they have agreed to come out and discuss the repair that we're wanting to do to make sure that before we spend the money doing the repair, they're gonna agree to it and pass it when it's done. So that's waiting on that contractor to get his stuff and then he's got to communicate with the county. They won't let me do any of it. It all has to be. So with that, the pool, we finally got the pool up and going, the pump's pumping now. We are adding chemicals and that is opening on the 13th of this month.
So, were we having some issues with that or something?
Well, we,
Those last year for a day or something.
it was a couple days it was shut down last year due to the chemicals being off, but this year we, the county or the inspector, when he came and inspected us, recommended that we have a drive on our pump so that it doesn't have full ramp need all the drains to be turned on. So we did that, and then the drive didn't like the pump, so we bought a new motor, and the new motor was different than the old motor, so then I had to have a machine, get it back done, so we're really fighting to get it all put together, if it can go.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, we'll get it though. So I think Bob was adding chlorine this afternoon, and he's gonna do some tests in the morning, and it should be, it'll give us a couple weeks to finish it all balanced out, and we're rocking and rolling on that. We got notification that we got the police grant, the police seismic grant. Did approve that, so, it's all I got on my list for this meeting.
What's so funny?
Long
Yeah. Good stuff.
Any questions for
Not a question, but, did you want to bring up now what you and I talked about?
Then Bob will then not have a meeting next week or next, the 16th.
We had talked about the possibility of, maybe canceling the second meeting in June, if the council's amenable.
I thought we were canceling the first meeting in July.
No, the first meeting in July or?
Yeah, because the second meeting of the month is always the department reports.
Right.
So,
It was gonna be.
doesn't matter to me. Right?
But if you got something going, by all means, I would go do what you gotta do.
Well,
We gotta
no,
get
it's just, I would be leaving, I would just try and leave a day early was all, but this time. I've only ever missed one council meeting over 8 years on the council, and I am not about to miss another.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I have a question. In the light of the rising gas prices, is that affecting your way that you strategize everything that goes on? Are nothing?
No, but it was, we just always budget extra for that. And then we're working on a budget that's not, it wasn't put together by us. So we're kind of strapped to whatever we got. But I don't think we're close on any of that. I think there was a couple other line items that we're getting close on, but the fuel, I think we're okay. I think we had budgeted enough
Yeah.
on our gas to.
So you're not changing the priorities and things, you're just going ahead.
We're just working.
Okay.
Any other questions for Zach?
Or we're gonna decide something about the meeting. Canceling one. Was giving.
Oh, well, I guess we have to have the meeting, because we gotta talk about the paving on Springbrook. I have to get a motion to shut it off.
Is that the one on the first week of July
No, that'll be next, it'll be
The second.
second,
of June?
yeah, because the 13th of July, we're on the books with the company to get the paving done, so I need to get a motion to spend the money.
Okay. So at this point, we're still going with all the meetings.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want any update on the master plan, you want to update anything else on that, or the no site thing, or not yet?
Oh, well, during our next Parks Commission meeting, we're gonna have the Parks Commission and the Planning Commission join again to review the results from the surveys that are going towards the Millside Park Master Plan. We have received 384, I believe, responses to the survey. So we'll go over those in the next Parks Commission meeting and look at what the community put in as their desires to see added to that 10-year master plan. But it's exciting. It's a lot of responses to.
How many were sent out, you know?
So I posted on our city Facebook and on our city website about the survey being available. And then our planning commission chair, Angel Smith, took paper surveys to all the elementary schools so that each student could have one to bring home, which was about 1,000. So those paper surveys went out. And then we got a mix of paper ones back, and a lot of parents, I think, also went on and did them online.
So, the survey is from basically our UTV. I mean, it included Tri-City as well, then.
Mm-hmm. And all the high schoolers, Tri-City Elementary.
So when is that parks meeting?
That is next Tuesday at 5:30.
So what did we decide, or what are we gonna do about this building that you guys work in all the time? We've got the seismic thing going on the police side. Were we gonna start looking at what the plan would be for this one? Or are we happy with that second opinion on the structural sounds?
I feel like something needs to happen. I don't know, I guess we need to talk to the people who are doing the document side.
That'd be a good idea.
Because if they do their side, don't know if we're gonna be allowed to do anything on our side, because they're essentially attached.
Mhm.
So we kind of gotta figure out what we would be allowed to do, or if we would be allowed to hire them to just do our side.
Right, since they're here and they'll have all their equipment and everything, and we just run it by them and figure out what it would entail and all of that stuff.
Oh, but it also depends on what the cost would be.
Right, so that's what I said, what it would entail.
If it hits a certain threshold, we have to bid on it.
Yeah, and John and I talked about this, another option would be we would move out, and then they could reapply, and possibly, I think one of the other cities did this, they just picked this site out, and they just reapplied and got it and did the whole thing, but then the problem with that is you can only use it for public safety for like 10 years or something like that.
Was that a problem?
What?
Well, where would they go?
We wouldn't have.
Yeah, where would we go?
Oh, public safety.
We can make a public safety officer.
Yeah. We don't want to be.
Wherever.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem.
Yeah, we're not there are like grants out there for like, just not recycling, like you just building city hall, you know, that thing.
And there's a guy who emailed me and said that we got the police one, said that he still hasn't seen any grants that would do what we would do.
Well, I just hate for it to just get forgotten about.
Yeah.
Because it was done in 2018, you guys are here all the time, so it was a concern for me. You guys do a fine job, and that would be a great honor.
Anything happens, just make a job inside.
And,
You take the siren off, the you won't get as much vibration, so.
Has that been moved?
Yeah. Erwin's super busy right now. He was the one that was doing our pump work, or the electrical side of our pump work for us, and he's extremely busy right now, so. I will contact him on it tomorrow.
that's just, so he's just gonna go, is it like for sure that we're moving it, like he just needs to put it in, and we're starting to make it happen?
Looking at moving, make sure there's enough power for it to do that.
And where are we moving into?
We was talking about moving it down to the old water hall. Down there on the side of the old basin behind the sewer plant. Guess we could aim it like towards the park or back towards town-ish.
There's gotta be someplace where people can still
Yeah,
hear
So if I can hear Canyon Bill and Riddle, I'm sure we can hear them.
I'm still putting money down to money towards that end.
I'm in there. It's like my dog's barking.
Any other questions for Zach? Council comments.
Madrona Street looks great, and it was much appreciated. There has been an increase on speed already, but it's very nice.
Need some speed bumps to it now?
That's the downside, same nice Christian.
We got anything to ask my question already.
Yeah.
Did you look into the library expenses, and did you send an email, Joanna, about the council and the library building? I thought I got a glimpse of that.
Oh, I sent the contract that, or the agreement that we have with the Friends, the Myrtle Creek Friends of the library.
Right.
And in that, the question was, what kind of stuff do we have authority over with their operations? And it's stated very clearly in the agreement that council would have no, interference with operations. So it was basically building for them and they could do their thing. But it is in your Dropbox.
Yeah, I thought I saw it somewhere. But did you check the expenses? Were you able to?
It's about 3 to 450, obviously depending on the time of year. What we pay,
300,
300, yeah,
$300.
yeah, correct. Not pesos.
Right, or thousands,
No,
300 a month.
yes,
So it's not a huge expense at all.
no.
If it ever was a concern and we wanted to pay that. Okay, great, thanks. That's all.
Following up with, Jamie, is Lillian Street there?
Spring break.
Oh, I know, that's coming out.
I don't know, you might burn it down.
Or what?
You might burn it
Oh,
down.
I know. I think I remember hearing that Lillian, but might have been after we were on that.
Yeah, kind of.
I think that was in your head.
Yeah.
No.
Crazy.
I thought crazy before that.
Quite a bit worse than, I mean, I know that wave patch they did on top is awful pretty bad.
And Lillian?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible all the way down.
You should go check out,
Greg, all right, I'll check it.
they pretty much have a gravel road
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
with asphalt patches.
All right, we'll adjourn this one. Here for the next.